Hello everyone, semi-retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and a few other miscellaneous odds and ends. Today we're going to revisit some topics that I talk about a lot on this channel, but haven't actually explained much recently, because I just, assume people have been watching this channel, they know what I'm talking about, but I do have an awful lot of new subscribers again. So we're going to revisit the topics of why are we doing this, and we're also going to talk about the 1%, because I say go out there and be 1% better today, but some people that are new to the channel may not know what the heck I'm talking about. So we're going to talk about all that stuff. Let me see here. I still got my head cut off. Let's extend that out a little farther. There we go. Now you can see me. I have to tell you, I'm not wild about that shot. Let me tip that camera up just a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Less chest fat and more scenery behind me. That's what you guys are going for. I think chest fat sounds so much better than old man boobs. Maybe someday. It's like that's the last spot to go down. It's a little on the aggravating side. But, it's only been 6.5 months. And I was sick for 40 plus years. So I can't really expect everything that developed over 40 plus years to go away in just 6.5 months. Oh, I left my note sheet at home. I had a couple of people to thank. I got a couple of super thanks yesterday. I'll put those at the end. Sorry I forgot my sheet. But I got 2 super thanks yesterday, and that was pretty awesome. But yeah, we had that outdoor service at the church last night, and there were 2 groups. One huddled around the bonfire most of the night, and those that dressed warm enough. Me, it's up to 50 degrees already. I didn't even put my base layer on today. I just got on my new hiking pants, which you saw in the thumbnail, but I'll go ahead and give you another quick look at those while we're standing out here. They've got I like these a little better than the other ones. I do still like the other ones quite well, but the other ones I have to wear a belt with. These came with a drawstring, and they also I have little drawstrings around the ankles, so I don't have to worry about. They're nice and snug without digging into me the way elastic can. And hopefully they'll keep some crap off my legs. Of course, to keep everything out of my shoes, I got to get some gaiters, which are like little over-the-shoe thingamajiggies that attach to your ankles. But that's on down the road. It's not like I'm crawling through mud and rocks and all that stuff here. These are, in comparison to what you watch on the interwebs today, these trails are still fairly easy. I did see something interesting. I was just sorting through some stuff, trying to get my merch shelf to work, and I can't seem to get it right. Although it looks like instead of clicking on the links underneath my video, if you go to my channel page and click the shop tab and then click on the items from there, that's working. At least it looks like it's working to me. I don't know for sure. If I get a couple of you to go out and click on those. Oh, they must be closing down the campground for Thanksgiving. You'd think they'd be open, but that gate is closed. It's never been closed before. Of course, I am a little earlier than normal too. But yeah, I just got on one of my new hiking shirts and just my little hiking hoodie. And it's 49 degrees out and I'm plenty warm. And it's supposed to warm up today. As the sun keeps pushing its strength down on us, it's supposed to get up to about 60 today, which would be pretty nice. But yeah, if a couple of you could go out to hit the shop tab and let me know if you can get those links to work. I'm not asking you to buy anything, just let me know that you actually got to the product page. And if I know that's working, I can just shut off the end of the video shelf. At least I think I can. I don't know. I tried a bunch of different things last night, and James at Ready Set Keto was testing things for me from the user end, and I followed all the directions several times and just couldn't get it to work. So we'll see. It's not that I'm expecting all of you to rush right out and buy t-shirts or coffee cups or any of that kind of stuff. I just want to make sure it's working so that if one of you want a new coffee cup, you can go get one. But anyway, let's talk about the why for a little bit. Why are you doing this? That's a very interesting question. And while for some of us, the short answer of, well, I just want to lose weight, and what you really mean is I want to lose fat, or I just want to get a little healthier. Those are fairly good reasons for some people. But for some of us, like me, that have been doing this for, not doing this, but been sick for 40 plus years, our whys can get a little nebulous if we're just like, well, yeah, I want to get a little healthier. Well, we've been sick for so long, we don't know what healthier is like. So we have to pick an activity. My first why that got me started was I want to be able to stand for more than 2 to 2.5 minutes without severe pain. And at that time, I thought, well, if I can get to 5 minutes, that'd be twice the amount of time. What a big win that would be. And it's amazing how quickly that happened. Now, I was still, a full 4 months into it before I started walking, so I've only been walking wow, has it really only been 2.5 months? And here I am out hiking on a trail, when in that first walking video I could barely get down to the corner and back. Oh, squirrel. But yeah, so that was my early why, and I achieved it. So my next why that I came up with for myself, I want to be able to walk down to the corner. I want to be able to go up and down the steps in my house without a lot of pain. There's quite a few other things that I wanted to do just around the house, cleaning and such. I'm going to pause you guys for just a minute because I need to get a drink of water. I forgot to get a big drink of water before I left. But I didn't mean to sit you down there. But it'll be like I was never gone through the power of editing. Be right back. There, see? I'm back. It was like I was never gone. But, yeah, I got to my whys very quickly. Some people it takes a little longer. But whatever your why is, you have to keep it right in front of you at all times. My current why is a big one. It's a long-term goal. I mean, yes, I'd still like to get down another 40 or 50 pounds. I'd still like my back to finish healing. I'd still like my knees to finish healing a little bit so I can get up and down off the floor a lot easier than I can now. And all of that needs to happen to get to my long-term goal, which is, of course, in 2025, hiking the Appalachian Trail. Which is why I'm out here doing all these trail hikes for you. Because if I don't push myself to do a little better and go a little farther, then I'm never going to achieve that goal. Now, you don't need a why as big as wanting to hike the Appalachian Trail to keep yourself on track. Whatever your why is, whether it be my poor little dog would really like more exercise, so maybe you'd like to be able to walk your dog further. Or if you're in the age group with kids, I'd like to be able to get down on the floor and play with my kids, take them to the park, take them to the zoo, take them to ball games, whatever it is. Or if you're in my age group, grandkids. Some of you probably even have great grandkids. That's a good one. If you have great grandkids and you're watching this, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. It'll be interesting to see how many great grandparents we have on the channel. I suspect we have quite a few. But yeah, that'll be a fun little thing to do. But whatever your why is, whenever you're tempted to eat something you shouldn't, or whatever it is that you're going to break your diet with, primarily eating something you shouldn't. And those things are really easy for our sugar-addicted brains to justify to ourselves. We can say, oh, I've been doing really well. This one little cookie that Grandma made for me isn't going to hurt. Or if you're in our age bracket, I'm making cookies for the grandkids, and tasting one little taste isn't going to hurt me because I've been doing so good. But if you're like me, I know me. One little taste and it's off to the races. That one little bite of cookie can easily become a whole handful of cookies. And then it's very easy to justify, well, I've blown it today. Why don't I go ahead and run down to McDonald's and get myself a couple of Big Macs and a large order of fries, or Chipotle and get that great big rice-filled burrito thing, or whatever it is you like. Or for me it'd be, well, since I've already blown it with a couple of cookies, or a handful of cookies, let me run to the store and get myself a little single serving of ice cream. And then I get to the store and look at them and go, yeah, that half gallon, that'll be my single serving of ice cream for the day. But I think what I'm going to do today is repeat what I did the last time I was out here without making the mistake and going around the bird path twice. Bird trail, I think it's called. Whatever it is, I want to avoid doing that twice, which should keep the distance under 6 miles by a little bit. But we shall see. Tomorrow, my new camera is supposed to come in today. So, I'm hoping to get that all set up and running this afternoon. Maybe I'll do a quick little extra video of unboxing that and setting it up, just to show you what I got. But I'm hoping to do that stair loop tomorrow so that you can actually see all those stairs from my point of view. Because I have the trekking poles, I can do that kind of stuff now. Okay, folks, we're going to talk about the 1% in just a little bit. But I'm coming up on the side trails where there's roots and things. So I need to get, I need to start getting ready for my trekking poles, using my trekking poles. So I'm going to have to put you down. Oh, heck. We're right here. Climbing and rappelling cliffs prohibited. Gee, I wonder why. But I am going to go ahead and, since there's a convenient bench right there to set my trekking poles down on, I'm going to go ahead and shut up and just give you this view again over my shoulder from the tops of the cliffs. Man, I love it out here. What a great place. But I'll see you on down the trails. It'll be like I was never gone. Hello again, everyone. See, just like I was never gone. But I'm back on my favorite bench in the world, right here by the lake. I'll spin the camera around so you can see where it's at. I actually took a picture of it from over there, so that'll be in the music section. But I just wanted to check in, let you know I'm over on my favorite bench. And I did something different today that I think is going to produce results. It hurt just a little bit, but not a lot. I mean, I won't say hurt. I could feel it tugging and stretching, as opposed to a few months ago it would have actually hurt. But normally, because my left knee is the worst, I've always, going upstairs, led with my right leg so that my right knee did all the pushing going up steps. And then going down steps, I always led with the left so that that knee could stay more straight, and the right one was the one that was bending up behind me coming down steps. Well, I reversed that today. And it's not a lot of steps. It's just like 20 steps going up on the other side of this crossover trail, and maybe 10 coming down. So it's not a lot of steps, but I got some work in for my left knee, and I don't feel like I did anything bad to it. It doesn't hurt, but I did get some extra stretching to it so hopefully if I do that, I'm not going to do it a lot each day for now, but if I do some of that every day, because it's my left knee bending that makes it hard to get up and down off the ground, hopefully I can get some more flexibility and strength in that left knee by because I've gone up and down stairs the protective of my left knee way, for probably 25 years. So I do it without even thinking about it. So for the next couple of months, I'm going to have to consciously, every time I encounter stairs, do it the other way in hopes of strengthening that knee. But yeah, we're still going to talk about the 1%, but I'm going to go do some more hiking. I'm going to hopefully do the Bird Trail properly and the Galax Trail, and end up back here on this bench with the correct amount of mileage, because I really struggled with the lake trail getting back to the car the last time I did this, because there was an extra mile in there and my legs were really getting tired by the time I got there. So I had quite a few, not trips, but I kept catching my toes on roots, because as I got more tired, it was harder to pick my feet all the way up as I was hiking, and that's not a really good situation to be in, because you have a lot more tripping going on. But yep, that's where we're at. I'll see you guys on down the trail. It'll be like I was never gone. Hello everyone, I'm back again, back on that bench. I just did a couple of miles on those 2 loops. I'm starting to get a little tired, but it'll be good. I'm going to take the lake trail back again. So it's a little from here, it's a little over 2 miles back to the truck. So we'll see what the final mileage for today is. But let's talk about that 1%. What do I mean by 1%? Get 1% better every day. I mean, the obvious things are clean up your diet by another 1%, or whatever kind of movement you're doing, whether it's walking or hiking, or just doing a little cleaning in the house, or whatever it is you're doing. Try and get 1% better every day. But that's not all there is to it. You can also include, I had a bug bite me right in the middle of the ear while I was out there. That 1% can also include, oh, here comes somebody with their dog down the trail. It can include learning a new skill, reading a book, crocheting, knitting, whatever other type of activity you want to do. And if you include those activities, if you include those activities in your 1%, you will never stall again, because the scale is not your friend. Just because your weight hasn't moved on the scale doesn't mean you're not getting better. I mean, first, of course, you can, as you're gaining muscle and bone mass, that's going to weigh a lot more than your fat. So you might actually even gain some weight. Weight's a bad term, but that's what we're going to use. The scale might go up, but that doesn't mean you're not improving. Let's say you normally read about a half a chapter a night. Well, if you read an extra half chapter before you go to bed, that's an improvement. If you're trying to learn how to do something, whether it be, I don't know, knitting, crocheting, auto mechanics, the topics are endless for what you want to learn. And that's the other thing that's new or different about today's society than when I was growing up. You know, if you wanted to learn how to, say, change the alternator in your car, you either had to take it to a mechanic or find someone that knew how to do it and either have them do it or have them show you how to do it. Now, there's probably 20 different videos out there on YouTube where you can learn. Watching the videos is not the same as doing. You're still going to run into a few little hiccups here and there, but you can learn how to change the alternator in your car by watching videos on YouTube. And we didn't have that when I was a kid. So the possibilities for learning are endless. And there are some other sites. I don't remember what they all are. I know Skillshare is one of them. But they have, you know, you pay a monthly fee there, and they have, I don't know, thousands of different courses you can take. So it's, you know, the possibilities for learning on the internet are endless. So pick something that you've always wanted to learn about and start studying it. There's no reason to say, well, it's a little bit too late in life. I'm never going to be able to learn how to do that. Start today. Get 1% better. But of course, if I'm going to get 1% better, I got to get moving on up the trail here. I'll have some more thoughts of you up on the next bench. But it'll be like I was never gone. Hey, I'm back again. I haven't actually moved from the bench yet. I forgot one thing I wanted to talk to you, because I finished one water bottle and put a new one up in my shoulder strap. If you're one of these people that just throws this bottle on the ground or wherever, stop that. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. One of the rules that you shouldn't even have to talk about when you're hiking these trails, whether it be in a national park or a state park or, you know, just private trails or wherever you're at, out in nature, leave no trace. After you leave, it should look just like it did when you got there. Even if it's just a little candy wrapper, it's like, oh, it's just a little tiny candy wrapper. It's not going to hurt anything. Yes, it will. Leave no trace. Pack it in, pack it out. That means if you carried it in with you, you carried it back out with you. So I'm going to put this empty bottle in my pack, and then I will throw it away when I get back out to the truck. That's all I wanted to say for now. I'll see you on up at that next bench. Back again. But it was like I was never gone. I just bumped into Daniel, the guy I met in the parking lot a couple of weeks ago, out on trail. So we stopped and talked for a little bit. I, of course, didn't remember his name till he reminded me. I apologize, Daniel. I am horrible with names. I've been bad with names ever since I was a kid, and now that I'm old and stupid, it's even worse. But, yeah, I'm sitting here on this last bench before I make the final push to the truck. It's been a pretty good day out on trail. And I'm still at kind of a loss for words, folks. While I'm hiking, it's hard. You know, my legs start to get tired. My knees start to ache a little bit when I'm going up and down hills. Everything hurts just a little bit. But it's so beautiful out here. And it's so much fun. You know, I talked about the why earlier. Remember, my why originally was I want to stand up for more than 2.5 minutes without severe pain. And if I think back to when that was my why, what an amazing thing. I'm out here in nature hiking on these trails that even 6.5 months ago, I would never have been able to get here. Even if 2 or 3 of my friends were out to help me, there's no way I could be where I am right now. And right now I'm out here amongst these tall trees in the woods. The sun is peeking through. You can see that pool of sun behind me. It's just, I don't know what else to say, folks. This is amazing. It's fun. Because even when things start to hurt, I'm still having such a great time out here doing these hikes. But because right on up around the corner is where I tripped the other day and had to catch myself on a small tree, I'm going to put you guys back in my pocket. I'm going to use the trekking poles till I get almost back, and then I'll record a little bit to insert some pictures with. But oh, one other thing. I started to talk about this earlier and then I got sidetracked. But I was looking through some old videos of the carnivore. If you go to my playlist that says carnivore content and scroll down to like the third video, I'm not sure how the first 3 or 4 got out of order, but if you go down to the 29 pounds in 29 days video, I was just rewatching that last night and I'm like, who is that fat old man talking on the screen? I said, so even if you're not putting stuff up on YouTube to gauge your 1% better, take some pictures of yourself, put them away for 8 weeks, and then take some more pictures and then compare them side by side. Because I could tell by the scale and how much more I could walk and everything else that I was getting in better shape. But I mean, I still have this fat second chin here. But if you compare it to that one of those first videos, the 29-day video, my goodness. Like I said, you look at yourself every day in the mirror and you don't see it. So take those pictures and compare them 4, 5, 6, 8 weeks apart, and you'll see the progress. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you again further on up the trail. But it'll be like I was never gone. See, it was like I was never gone. Let's cue the music. Okay, cut the music. Thank you. Remember to concentrate on just getting 1% better every day and keep your why right in front of you. I promise you, you will see results. Look at me. 6.5 months ago, I could barely stand for 2.5 minutes. And today, I'm getting close to 6 miles on the trail. I can do it. You can do it. Let's go. I've been going a little slow on this last little section because where I exercised my knee, both knees differently on those steps, I won't say they hurt, but they've got that little twingy tired to them that tells me I did work them out, and you know, you do have to work things out for them to get better. But they're also letting me know that they're about done. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm going to put some pictures in the sped up section. Oh no, it's a little bird. I'm never going to catch that. So there's a couple of large squirrels I saw. I mean, really big squirrels that I tried to catch on camera, and they're just too fast. It's like they know I'm going to try to take their picture. But yeah, even when I'm tired coming down towards the end of the trail, it's still a lot of fun. I'll see you guys on down the trail a little bit. Hi guys, I forgot to record the little ending again. I was pretty tired. I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, because this will come out tomorrow, the day before Thanksgiving, and the video I record tomorrow is going to come out on Friday. There won't be, I may put a short up on Thanksgiving, but there's not going to be a video on Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving's a day for family. So I hope everyone that celebrates Thanksgiving here in the US, I know the Canadian Thanksgiving was a while back, but happy Thanksgiving everybody. I will see you in the next one.